Hey students, friends, real-life traders from around the world. This is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading on January 30th, 2015, which is a Friday. Fantastic Friday. It'll be Finance Friday, actually, on the trading floor in about 45 minutes. Looking at the SPY and kind of general market, we're still kind of in this triangle consolidation phase. We have a weekly Iron Condor expiring today that I set up on Wednesday, weekly's Wednesday, 2 days ago, for 5% ROI in 3 days. And keeping a very close eye on this, but everything looks like it should be just fine. We're at a 197, 196, and 197 is right about here in this green line. So should be just fine today, and there's a good chance it might hop into another one next week, probably something very, very similar, until this triangle breaks out. Which way will it break? That I truly do not know. I am bullish on the market in general. I would imagine that it would break bullish. If we come over to the long-term moving averages, we're hanging out on the 100 and 200. We're above it. So if you're considering some bull put spread action, probably here and below would be good for the upcoming next few weeks, and just kind of get that perspective of being a little bit more bullish than bearish. DIA, nice high wave candle. We got triggered into some protective puts because we were bullish on the DIA back in here. Traded up, didn't quite reach our target, but we did trigger some protective puts, came back down to this level, and again, in this little triangle type of consolidation phase, QQQ, exact same thing, making a little bit of a higher high today, looks really quite pretty, and the IWM, a little bit of a black candle today, nothing too, I guess, concerning, but it is definitely trapping some people who bought in yesterday. So again, my overall thought will probably pull down a little bit, maybe trade sideways, and then my credit spread on the IWM hopefully will expire profitable in February's expiration. So a lot of interesting things going on. Apple still just kind of cruising. I would really, really like Apple to close today with a little bit of an upper wick at this resistance. So I would at least like 1 day of sideways movement before the all-time high triggers. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that today we do just kind of rest. We get a little bit of an upper shadow, very, very similar to this candle. And then Monday we close above it. That would just allow momentum to rest a little bit. RSI is over here in 69. So it is high, but please keep in mind it's not outrageous or ostentatiously high. If we close above 119.91 today, that'll be the high, all-time high. This gap, insanely bullish. We still have momentum. We still have room to move. And if we do close above there, realistically, first target would be about 127.53. Leader Roberts is in a 124 covered call expiring next week, which is right here. So there's definitely some room on that. So if we do get up there by next Friday, that'd be pretty impressive. But my target, if you're in a marked position, which Tina Rowley and a few others are, 132.96 really is kind of the ultimate target. And what I'm doing is I'm measuring that from the fib extension of this momentum wave. This was a really, really nice wave on Apple. We can see that it was very, very strong. And what I'm doing is I'm taking really the human sentiment and I'm seeing how far that human sentiment can project in the future. So we had a nice retracement. Here's your retracement into here. So we retraced 61.8% of the green wave, and now we're just extending it forward. So, this is going to last, and we're going to hold on to this trade if you're in a position, for a few weeks. Give this one some time, at least all of February, to do its thing, especially if we close above 119.91. But I'll be keeping an eye on it, see what's kind of going on. We also had a weekly bull put spread on Apple expiring today, which we did on Wednesday, and that was a 6% return, 113, 112 bull put spread. So that one looks like it's going to be just fine unless something radical happens. Ron McKee was asking about some put sales, so we got into a 112 February week 1, which is next week, a 114, which is expiring today, and a 106 February put sale week 5. So that's definitely a little bit farther away. He was actually considering owning some shares because I'll keep in mind, in all honesty, we can do this on Apple. That's definitely a possibility. So if you're in shares, doing some covered calls, getting into a collar would not be just outrageous at this particular point. Very, very interested to see what happens and if it does indeed continue to progress just a little bit higher. Amazon's pretty much on everyone's radar right now, and the students this morning in the trading floor, the morning trading floor just absolutely dominated this trade. This was a really, really good retest gap, and you guys are saying, did it retest? Yeah, yeah, it did. It did retest quite beautifully. Here's the retest right there. Here's the exponential moving averages and Shazam. Entry, stop, high of the day. We're going even higher. Just gorgeous, gorgeous entry on Amazon. Phenomenal location. And earlier in the day, like when it was actually down in this area, we did the analysis on a 315, 310 bull put spread expiring in February for almost 10%, which is really, really far away from the averages and from everything else. So we'll probably end up closing that spread today or maybe next week for a profit because the volatility is going to get sucked out of that very, very quickly. But great volume on Amazon. I do expect Amazon to continue higher. It broke this resistance. Next target is really approximately 362 and then 380. I don't think we're going to get up there this week. We definitely could, for sure. But this type of volume, if we get any type of flag or retracement or something like this on Amazon, 407 really is my ultimate target, which could take anywhere between 3 months to get up there. It's going to take a little bit of time, but if you're trading Amazon, I would at least have a more bullish than bearish perspective overall. Let's talk about two other trades. Chris Irwin did very well today on Hawaiian Airline. We expected Hawaiian to open here, and then pre-market it went from here to here to here, and then opened below 2144 with just an absolutely delicious gap down. Here's your 5-minute chart. And bottom line, we traded up, and then we failed, and just kind of rolled right over. So Chris Irwin got in here, stop was here, 2R target was there, where we did bounce at the end of the day. And now we're just kind of grinding lower. So keep a close eye on Hawaiian. I probably wouldn't take it bearish. If you are in bearish, great. If you're not, I would kind of wait on Hawaiian Airlines. And one other one that I did donate an R to the cause on ALGN. This one's been interesting kind of all day. Oops. TradingView's doing its thing that it does sometimes. If I press a button, I don't know exactly what button it is. If I press a weird button, it kind of goes bananas on me. But I'm going to pull this one up. ALGN has been mean to me, but that's great. If you mitigate your risk in day trading, if you have big wins like Amazon and you have small losses like ALGN, everything is absolutely fine. But ALGN, so we had a 5-minute entry, and my entry was, as you see, 53.58. So I was waiting for this little support to get taken out, some lower highs. Boom, it triggered, and then came back up, stopped me out. Now we're kind of double topping. I'd be cautious on ALGN because we haven't broken the low of the day. And it's been quite a while, and it is kind of a bullish stock. As far as the gap's actually very, very bearish on the daily chart, but a lot of the bearish trades aren't working. So probably just move on from this one. If that one's not working, we'll just bite our tongue and move on to something else. Dick's Sporting Goods, decent gap today as well. 5-minute chart. Look for this one to grind a little bit lower. Maybe ultimately probably into 51, but be careful because it is pretty extended. And Decker's Outdoor Company as well. Pretty much getting very, very close to the low of the day. Again, just kind of grinding its way lower. So some of the gaps were okay. Really, probably the best gap of the day was Amazon. ALGN was all right. Hawaiian Airlines was really, really good. ALGN was mean. Deck was okay. Dick's Sporting Goods was okay. Amazon was just a rocket. So Amazon's been beautiful. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it was a great day. It was a great week in the morning floor. We did announce the pricings for the morning floor and the afternoon floor in combination. So I'm super stoked about starting that next week. Monday is Mentorship Monday on the trading floor with Real Life Trading. So if you are a brand new trader or you're new to day trading or you're new to real life trading, Mentorship Monday on the trading floor is really educational because I go down, I slow everything down, I break it down, I explain the whys, the whens, the hows, the ifs, trading plans, risk mitigation, all of that, and just really focus on what's important, which is trading your plan. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for all the support and the energy and the momentum that you're giving real life trading. I absolutely appreciate it. 2015 is going to be phenomenal. Going to keep pushing forward. Any wall that's set in front of us, we're simply going to put a rope on and climb on over. I'll see you guys next week. I'll be broadcasting from California. I'll be traveling this week. Well, Saturday, I'm leaving Nashville, going out to California. I'll be there all week. So if you're in California and around the Sacramento area, hit us up. Let's see if we can chat, meet up, and it'll be a good time. I'll be in San Jose Friday afternoon, and I'll be doing a Super Bowl party this Sunday at Lake Tahoe. I'm excited. It's a good week planned. February is going to be phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great afternoon, and until next time, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. I'll see you.